Next comedian comes to the stage, Barb Perez.
Okay, hold on. This is horrible. It's like, I remember when I used to like getting Spanx and now I have to wear them. Am I okay? Am I camel toeing? Do you ever camel toe? Is she lying? No, you almost said yes. He almost said yes. That's a good, it's cool though, right? I mean, every now and then. You like my boots? Stolen. Yep, stolen from a very slow crossdresser. He went from hey to hey, like that. I have to wear heels though. Like without heels, I am barely 5 feet tall. Yeah. This is an endless source of amusement for like my youngest daughter. She takes after her dad. In that she's very tall, not that she's a lying asshole. So the other day, he is really, he's such an asshole. He hates that joke. But no, I'm seeing her off to school, I'm standing by the door, and she comes up to me and kisses me on the top of my head. She's like, oh wait, it gets worse. She tells me, "Bye, my little pocket mama." And off she went to kindergarten. So I just recently moved from Colorado to New York City. And yeah, oh. No, actually, I love that city. I love New York. Except, it is very expensive. Oh my God. It's like buying food in Manhattan is like doing your grocery shopping at the airport. And cigarettes are the worst, okay? What are cigarettes here, like $7, $8 a pack? Yeah. $15.50 in New York. $15.50 for one pack. Yeah, I mean, it's like, is that a car? No, one pack. And here's the thing. Smokers are very crafty people when it comes to getting their nicotine on. If they see a cigarette butt on the ground, just hold on. It gets so much better. With just a little bit of tobacco on it. They will pick it up and will put it directly into their mouth. I know, huh? Isn't that gross? That's why I take a straw from McDonald's around with me everywhere so I can cut the end off and slide it over the filter. Voila! No germs! I know the germaphobes in the audience are like, ooh! And after a week or so, you just don't think about it, you know. Whatever. But, yeah, it's really interesting, you know, living in New York City. It's, you know, it's hard to get used to, but I love it. I could see living there indefinitely, but I have to be realistic. It's like eventually the cereal's gonna run out and the kids are gonna realize that the body under the blanket on my bed is just pillows and not mama, and I'm gonna have to go home. It's just how it is, you know. But it took them 6 months last time. So I'm figuring, okay. And that's not a joke. I really, truly did leave my kids back in Colorado. I also left huge amounts of closet space and a great big huge kitchen. I'll leave it up to you to decide which I miss the most. I loved my kitchen. I loved my kitchen. I had just recently taken up baking because my oldest daughter had made me a grandmother, so I would bake cookies while I babysat. And I was getting really good at it. The only problem was that she would get into my cookies, and my cookies got the baby so stoned. Oh my God. Oh. Which reminds me, we're coming up on Child Abuse Awareness Month. Everybody aware of that? I think it's really important. I love these awareness months, you know, but especially this one because I think it's really important that we stay reminded of the fact, seriously, that, across the country, everywhere, every day, you've got teenagers, even little kids, that seriously need their asses beat. Now me, I'm a good parent. I've never actually laid a hand on my own kids, but that's because I'm a kicker. I recently lost my favorite stepmom. I say favorite because I've had like bunches of them. Like every 7 years, my dad would up and decide to, have a new family. And I think it's because he was a raging alcoholic, and like we discover all of his hiding places were, so we had to start over. But every time he'd pick a new wife, it was always one of a different race. And my favorite stepmom, this was his Asian wife. And when she died, it was really hard, but I was blessed in that I got to be there with her, actually the day before she died. And she was laying in bed, and I was sitting there talking to her, and she was like going like this with her hands. And I was like, what are you doing? Are you dancing? She's like, no, these are my wings. Everybody here has wings. And I thought this was great, and except it occurred to me that even in the afterlife, they can't drive. I'm Barb. Thanks so much for supporting live comedy.